Next up will be the cash flow manager. And we got a newcomer going to present. And her name is going to be Miss Kesha Broady. How you doing, Kesha?
I'm well. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
All righty, well, let's get this show started. I am so excited about all of the information that was shared today. Truly, everyone has done an amazing job giving us all of this great information. And thank you, Terrence, for the opportunity to share with you all today on the cash flow manager. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's begin this show. Again, thank you. Great morning, well, great afternoon to everyone. I am Kesha Broady, EVP Platinum out of South Carolina, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to share this great information with you all. I found the cash flow manager to be truly a valuable tool in helping me to save over $12,000 in taxes and cash flow of over $150,000. So because of this accurate record keeping system, I find great value. So let's look at this simple user-friendly system. Okay, so download your mobile app. The cash flow manager comes on desktop version, and it has a mobile app that you can download from your Apple Store or Google Play. And one of the key features is the convenience provided by the mobile version. So you want to download this app for sure. You will find that the cash flow manager is useful for tracking both home records as well as business records. Whether you're a home-based business, a brick and mortar business, a ride share business, a work from anywhere business, any type of business, any business owner trying to claim deductions will want to invest in this program. So let's look at it. If you log into your cash flow manager, you're going to get that app by downloading it to your phone, and then you will log in using your MyEcon login username and password. Okay, and then once you're there, you'll log in and select cash flow manager. You'll see cash flow manager, cash flow strategist, and some other tools. So today we're talking about the cash flow manager. Now, to get started, you want to log in, and once you logged in, you want to create new. Okay, identify whether you are creating this account for home or for business. You can create multiple accounts. So for this presentation, we'll select business and name it MyEcon. But of course, if you have multiple businesses, you could create one for each company. Now, after you've created the account, you can begin adding your expenses. Now, this allows you to add income and expenses, but for this presentation, we're going to discuss how you can add your expenses. So click Cash Flow Manager, click Enter New Expense. Now, once we're here, enter your new expense. You'll be able to answer all of the questions that's going to be needed by your tax preparer to ensure that you're eligible for to claim that expense as a deduction. So this documentation here is so important because it's going to even help you stand up against an audit by the IRS. So begin by entering one of the eligible categories for deductible expenses. And then you're going to provide the date and the amount as stated on the receipt. You want to enter in the who, okay, whomever you made that purchase from. And then you want to enter in what you purchased and where you made that purchase. So if you traveled to make this purchase, you also want to include your odometer readings and the number of business miles, because that is also part of your deduction. So in this case, we have advertising, put the date, the amount, the who, the what, the where, Okay, and then you want to put your odometer, business miles. I also want to note here that in notes, you should put how this is related to business expense to give a little justification and a little history. Now, you want to also use this time to attach your receipt. Okay, when you attach your receipts, they are going to show up in yellow on your desktop version. So assign the appropriate receipt here. This is it from your mobile version. And we'll talk about what your desktop version looks like as well. But you're going to select the receipt from the unassigned receipts category, or you're going to take a picture with your camera. Now, this is the advantage of having this software right on your phone. Say you're at a restaurant, you just finished your meal, you have your receipt, you just signed for the credit card or however you pay for it. You have that receipt, you can go ahead and immediately enter that information, take a picture, mail it, and attach it, and there you have it. Okay, so you're not trying to keep up with receipts. So click on the unassigned receipts, select whether it's library or camera. In this case, we're using camera. We've taken a picture. Okay, and so now if we were on the desktop, you'll see that it's highlighted in yellow. Okay, and so if you make a mistake, you can deselect it. Otherwise, you want to go ahead and save the entry and confirm the entry. Okay. Now, what happens to your receipt? Your receipt, when you take that picture of your receipt, it is recorded to the cloud. So you can see it on your desktop as well. Okay, when you open up your ledger of your cash flow manager, you'll be able to see it in that receipt column. Okay, so those receipts can be attached to the appropriate category and documented properly. Okay, so this is the beauty of this system. You don't have to worry about your receipts fading. You don't have to worry about losing track of your receipt. Now, you can view and edit your income and expenses from your mobile app. Okay, you can click on view, edit expense, and an expense log will pop up. Okay, you can sort through that log by income, by expense, categorized or uncategorized. So it's great to see your expenses categorized to get a quick look at where you're spending your money in your business. So view and edit expenses, then select how you want it categorized. Now you can also set up recurrent expenses. Okay, so you may have a monthly expense that you have every month. You can set it to recur weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. Okay, so each month you'll just have to go in and accept the update. So cash flow manager is our example here. That's our monthly fee. Okay, we put the date, the amount, to whom, what it is, where at. Okay, we put our notes online. Okay, online cash flow monthly fee. Okay, and then you select recurring at the bottom and save the entry. Okay, select how you want it, how often you want it to come to be recorded. Now, you can view and edit, delete your recurring activity as well. So on your mobile app, click view, edit recurring, and then you'll be prompted to review the recurring transaction. So once you tap the review, the transaction will appear. Okay, once it appears, then you're going to click the entry to enter the recurring expense. Okay, there you can add any additional information that you may have. You can add receipts and you can provide details of the expense connection with the business. Okay, click more, view, it select tap. There's your recurring transaction. Okay, there's your information, detail to edit. Okay, now let's talk about mileage because you can also track and keep up with your mileage. Okay, we're not just driving our vehicles anymore. We're business owners. So every time we get in our vehicle, we're thinking about how we're making money. Okay, we're thinking about our business. So every location should be tracking those mileage. So you have 3 ways that you can track your mileage here. You can track it using the GPS tracking that's within the app. Now, just remember that if you have an Android phone, do not hit the back button because it will exit the system. Okay. Now, you can also enter it manually in the log mileage using the log mileage button. Okay, when you click that button, you'll select which vehicle that you're using if you have multiple vehicles, and then you'll enter the information as asked. Now, be sure to enter in the notes to describe how this trip was business related. And then be sure to click the entry, save entry, or finish later. Now, you can also enter your mileage as I showed you before as you're entering the expense. As you're taking that trip and entering the receipt, you can enter in your mileage there. Okay, so you can start the GPS tracking or you can select your vehicle and do it manually. Entering all of that information and then saving your entry. Now, in your app, you can select preference and decide how you want your information shown. You can set up how your screen opens. You can review year to date or month to month. You can show categories or uncategorized. So go there and change. Now, I'm sorry. Now, there's 2 reports that you'll want to print at the end of the year that'll be beneficial for creating your reports when it comes time to preparing your taxes. One is your annual report, and you can give that to your tax preparer with all of your categorized expenses, or you can go back to the profit and loss statement, which is going to show you month by month each report. Okay, now I'm going to take you quickly through a live demo. Going to my econ. Here you just log in your cash flow manager in your back office. And so you can have multiple businesses. We're going to look at a sample business here. And I'm going to show you how to add an expense. Say you don't have a receipt, a physical receipt, but you've been saving your receipts, say from your electric bill. Okay, and so you're going to use your electric bill because you have a home-based business, so you can write off a portion of your utility bill. So you'll do the same thing, enter your expense, select your category, and the category here, home office utility. Okay, we're going to use today's date, and we're going to say the amount is $120. And we're going to say Dominion Energy. This is an energy bill. And put in location. And I'm putting extra notes, home-based office, energy. Okay, and then you can go to browse unassigned receipts. Okay, so I'm going to browse up. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to go to choose a file. Okay, and as I choose a file, I can go to my file where I'm saving my bills, and I'm going to go to Dominion Energy, and I'm going to select October. So let me just go back just for I'm going to say this was October's bill.
Hello, Kesha.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be seeing what you're doing? Because all I see is live demo.
Oh, yes, you are supposed to be seeing. I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, let me stop share and